Welcome to Leningrad 1941. We're actually here on the outskirts on the Luga line as the 1st Tank Division. Now, we are going to have some infantry support on this particular push, but this is 100% an offensive. And my biggest concern is, well, the big patch of woods right in the middle of the map, where, of course, the enemy could be hiding just about anywhere. We've got quite a few Panzer IIs and Panzer 3s and Panzer IVs to assist here. Not sure if those are going to be heavy enough to really make a major push, but again, this is going to be an offensive all the way through and through. So I'm going to be pushing right up here with the infantry, and we're going to have them launch the attack before the tanks, then we're going to have the tanks sort of follow up. Over here, I also kept elements of 40th Division, and these guys are basically SDKFCs, things like that, and I think they're going to work really well on this offensive. From our understanding, the Soviets are actually a little bit low on supply, not to mention that a lot of cadets that are typically on the front line are not currently on the front line today. But our goal is to smash that center and try to take out as many Soviet troops as possible here. Let's make it happen, folks. We are going to jump in here, and as always, we will return when the action begins here in Gravity Tactics. However, I'm first going to go ahead and issue my initial orders, and that's going to be grabbing Habel and his infantry units, and we are going to go ahead and issue an attack order. As for the tanks, I'm going to keep them back here for now, but I'm going to take Jaeger's units, and I'm also going to order an assault. So basically, we're attacking from the left and from the south, trying to meet up there in the center and hopefully push the attack here. We'll probably be engaged even before that, though. Well, folks, like I said, we'll return when the action begins. Do me a huge favor, hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get to the fighting. Well, we are engaged, folks, and it looks like the Soviets have quite a few trench lines set up throughout the battlefield here. That's who we've engaged first. There's also Soviet anti-tank all the way over there in those woods. As you can see, our tanks are actually trying to knock that out. I think that's going to be the biggest threat at the moment here for Mars's group. Now let me move back and also take a look at our infantry, and look at this, guys. We've also located some Soviet vehicles, although these are anti-tank units. So I'm hoping that they can do their job and take out these scout cars. There's quite a few of them just kind of laying around the map as we approach the woods, as well as additional Soviet trenches there. Come on, somebody get that damn car. Now, so far, the other group, Bless's group, has not encountered any actual enemies. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the entirety of the enemies over here at this tree line. I highly doubt it, though. For anybody wondering, if you want to get this DLC, it's called On the Luga Line. So it's Gravity Tactics Maya's Front on the Luga Line. We're going to be testing out these Panzer IIs. I guess we do have some Panzer IIs. Let's see if they're any good. Looks like we wiped out one group of trenches at least. Still another one over there. Yeah, so they're spread out all over the damn place. Our guys do not seem to be focused on the scout car, although I'm hoping now that we've taken him out of the actual trench, or now that he's gone out of the trench, we'll be able to actually attack him. Keep it up, boys. Man, that's a lot of enemies in the tree line there. And as long as we can keep our distance, we should be able to really lighten up the enemy group there. My goodness. Didn't realize we were going to be facing so much resistance. Alright, let's bump over here to the .52 area. Yeah, they are laid out all along the line, and actually not many of them are entrenched. It looks like we have some trenches, but they're mostly just kind of laying on the ground. My concern is going to be units like that, and of course, that scout car. Did we take it out? I just saw it get hit. Oh, yeah, look at that, folks. Abandoned. You gotta love that. But I want to take this group and continue over here. We've got some anti-tank infantry here, and the enemy has more than enough guys to hold us off and do tremendous amount of damage there to our main attacking force. Now, this is definitely a stage of the war where the Germans are doing great in terms of supply, men, material, etc. And that's why, you know, especially for battles like this, the outskirts of Leningrad, we do start off pretty strong. If you guys want to see battles later on, actually in Leningrad itself, then make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Again, this is just going to be the battle for the outskirts, trying to see how many Soviets we can destroy here, and of course continue pushing towards this city. And look at those casualties there at the trenches, man. You don't soon forget that. We are just rolling over them here. Truly a German blitzkrieg in every sense of the word. Let's keep it going, boys. In fact, I want to make sure the tanks continue moving. Because they're on an attack order, they're going to kind of stop there. I actually want to order some fast moves here. Just get some of them even closer to the enemy. Let's keep an eye here on our infantry as well. And man, they are not giving up. I was kind of hoping that they would give up right away and let us take the battle. It doesn't seem to be going like that. They've got to have something up their sleeve, and I'm thinking what they're trying to do is maximize the amount of kills against our infantry here. Yep, we've got spotters. I want to hold those spotters there. Got Soviet infantry like 5 meters away from them. Damn. Binga. Focus here. No. That's going to get pretty dangerous. Oh! Oh, if you guys have gotten this far, 3 cheers for Hans there. I think he actually got hit, and this guy got hit by a burst of machine gun fire at the same moment. But we do still have some enemy threats there, of course, in the foxholes. We've got to keep approaching, get to that wooded area, and again, no contact really over here. It's a really useful button, but we're not going to use it for this video. There we go, and we're still moving with Jaeger and Sealanders group. There is a little bit of enemy contact here, but I don't think much to write home about. I need this guy to continue over here and get there as fast as possible to assist with our initial assault. Move over here. I do see some fire. Maybe we took out another one of the enemy's vehicles. So Havel's group, it's always interesting how the officers tend to get there first. Not sure if that's because of the command structure, but he is in a dangerous spot. And there we go. The unit we fast move forward is arriving. Really just want him to get as close as we can to the enemy without risking the tank. And start firing over there at their second line of defense. Or what looks to be their second line of defense anyway. Do the same with Vale. Oh, Vale. Come on, son. Oh! That is definitely an anti-tank hit there. Another one. Nope, it's grenades over here. I'm not sure if they have AT grenades, but of course that is dangerous. Gotta try to get a little bit closer and a little bit farther away from that enemy group. We do actually have some artillery support here. Could go ahead and actually call some in. Although I am concerned about firing a little too close to the men. That friendly fire is going to be real since we are so close to their front lines here. Well, we're actually on their front lines. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and send these guys over here, try and take out that scout car. You can already see it's taking hits, but probably nothing too serious. Come on, soldier. Look at that. I believe we just took some prisoners. We'll take a look at those captives here in a second. I really just want to focus over here, though, and see if we can't knock that scout car out. Even one good regular grenade can knock this thing out. Oh, man. Yeah, they've definitely got some men over here. A group of trenches over there, guys. In fact, Weidner has just gotten to that trench. Already killed quite a few of the Soviets inside. But let's try and completely take over the trench here. And look at that, quite a few enemy officers I'm going to do the same thing we did with Val and just simply force these guys to move a little bit closer. Because I want to make sure we are using every single weapon to its perfect operational potential here. There we go, Martz. That's our main tank commander for 1st Tank Company. We're going to be very careful. I'm actually going to go ahead and order him forward as well. I think as long as we stay behind Blom, we should be safe. Should being the operative word here. Let's also keep our eyes on that anti-tank weapon there. They've got 2 deep in the woods, it looks like. Alright, so that's where our captives are going to be located. Now, the interesting thing, and I'm not really a fan of this, but a recent update that they did in Graviteam Tactics is the captives will remain on the ground, so it almost looks like they're wounded. Before, they would actually put their hands up and surrender, but I guess they've gotten rid of that. Maybe some issues, who knows, with YouTube or something like that, I have no idea. But, you know, that's just the new normal. You used to be able to see them walking with their arms in the sky, just really cool cinematics. And there we go. I love the way this group looks, but we got to get them closer. Let's just order a fast move. How about that? We're just going to grab them and order a fast move here. Alright, at least Hable has remained safe. We ordered him to stand his ground as soon as I saw him getting over there. So far, so good. And actually, Val... Oh! He was going for the enemy AT, although he got taken out. That's going to be our first tank casualty. I'm sure we've lost plenty of infantry. But let's see if he actually managed to kill anybody on that gun team. Doesn't quite look like it. That's a nasty gun. Definitely a danger to all tanks on the field. So I'm going to turn in here with these units and order an offensive in that general direction. Although I hope guys like Vinga can set up their machine guns and really just shoot that AT gun from a fixed position. Come on, Vinga. Fire, damn you. And there we go. Vale's remaining troops are moving forward. Those tanks are going to be very, very useful against this group. But again, I really want this Western group to get here first, and they're almost here. Now that we ordered the fast move, they are definitely getting here as quickly as possible. As you can see, sort of moving in formation here. Just a line formation to the front lines. So I'm loving this so far. And hopefully they can take out some of those AT guns. What's this? Okay, nice. We took the 52 key point. That's fine. We were already going to have that anyway. Love that animation, just the tank driving over the enemies here. We have definitely wiped out those initial trench lines. We still got a lot of work to do, but that is a start. And of course, you know, the enemy could always retreat, which would make our job a lot easier here. Hopefully with Vale arriving and our allies arriving over here with Sealander, we can make a big difference. I'm actually going to stop Sealander right there. But the rest of these units, the SDKFZs and the tanks, can continue moving. Wunderbar. And I'll also stop Martz, specifically our commander here. He's getting awfully close to that AT gun. Good shot, man. He's earned his stripes, that's for sure. That was a tremendous shot. Let's see if we can hit it again and not get hit ourselves. That's it, Martz. Nice, knocking the tree down. Yeah, this tank is in a very dangerous position. out of curiosity, if you have made it this far to the video, I want you guys to write down below Leningrad Stage 1. Just write down Leningrad Stage 1. I'm just curious to see how many people get to these extremely combat-filled parts of the video, which I consider almost the best parts. Unfortunately, I can't put this as the intro every time. Just sort of gives away the plot immediately. And so far, so good. I think it's just grenade hits that he took there. It could be hits from that AT gun, although I'm pretty sure we wiped out that other anti-tank weapon. Can we even see it from over here? I don't necessarily think we can, but I'm almost certain that we wiped that out. And a lot of action for 9 a.m. in the morning here, but that tank line is doing a tremendous job. And I really feel like we should just exclusively focus on the gun. Take out the enemy gun, and we've got almost no threats in the area left. As you can see, Leningrad is still quite a ways away from here. We really truly are on the outskirts of the city. In fact, we can't even see the city from this position. Look at that, finally reaching the area with the SDKFCs. I'm going to start separating a few of them here. Let's grab this guy, and we're just going to order the men out. Dismount. Because I think we are definitely close enough. We can start engaging some of the Soviets here. Look at that. Look at the men pouring out of the vehicles. That is just amazing. I think we can order Modets forward again, potentially hitting this area. We know for sure that they have mortars over here, because we actually see them trailing, and there's that gun. Yep, we destroyed it. Absolutely beautiful. It's like one of our SDKFC gunners got wasted. Again, with a battle like this, that's par for the course. That gun is still operational, too. The one in the back here. And I'm going to try... Yep, these guys are already dismounted. Never mind. I'm actually going to hold here. Another enemy gun. Could be one in the trees. Damn. That gunner just took 3 or 4 bullets. He's still alive, incredibly. And I'm actually quite surprised that the Soviets have not retreated yet. Let's actually take a look here at the map. We've got Yarovice. See, the Crossroads are headed to Leningrad. Have him just turn this way and fire. We've already got quite a few enemies ahead. He might as well just put that machine gun to good use. Setting these tanks out into the enemy's area here, but I also want to keep the rest of them behind. That's why I'm micromanaging these 2 units. Just sort of an overwatch back here, make sure that the enemy doesn't try to run up on one of the tanks and plant a sticky, although that's likely. That's exactly what they'll probably do. We're going to send this guy forward as well, and just continue this spearhead. Look at that infantry arriving as well. Those are, of course, our reinforcements from the west. And they are looking great headed out into battle. They should be able to shut down this pocket of Soviet defenders. At least I hope so. At the very minimum, help us quite a bit. And I'm going to order them to go ahead and fully assault this area. With the tanks, of course, providing as much cover as we can for that armor. Sehr gut, Männer. Yeah, all I see now are little flags here which represent enemy officers. I'm pretty sure we're whittling them down, although, of course, we could go for the Crossroads. It's quite a ways away, but that would be a major victory if we could take, of course, the Crossroads to Leningrad. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to consolidate this spearhead, make sure that we actually have captured the area and that we don't just have Soviets hiding out all over the place. And then I would order a massive assault on the city itself, or the crossroads to the city, I should say. We could have actually gone a little wider with this, this flanking attack. But it is what it is. Oh, yeah. I love that gun. Reload, reload. I think can absolutely help us soften the area up. And incredibly, yeah, that enemy AT gun is still alive. That secondary. Gotta get a hit on that thing. They're well hidden in the woods here. Obviously, a nice position for any anti-tank team. Let's get some guesses as to what the casualties will be in this battle for the enemy. And you can, of course, post them now in the comments or post them at the end of the fight before the kill screen pops up. I'm curious as to what you guys think we got here. I'm guessing we killed maybe 80 Soviets, the rest wounded. If the number's higher than that, it's possible, but that is pretty amazing. That's a damn quick attack. Come on, get him! I don't want to lose a tank. Enemy crew is not stunned. We need to get a shot off. Fire, damn you! Looks like it may be just a little too close, although we do have one machine gun already firing, which is wonderful. Whatever they can do to waste that thing, make it happen. Not a single group of prisoners past the first. These Soviets do not want to give up St. Petersburg without a fight. I feel like that's got to be the first group of enemies that we've destroyed for sure, almost in their entirety. We will continue the mop-up operation, of course, but I think we've pretty much worked through them, and now, of course, we need to order an attack on the crossroads. There's actually a little question mark there, which denotes there's probably enemies in the area. Again, first I want to get rid of the existing Soviet troops. Actually, with this unit, we can dismount everybody. Oh, there we go. I take it back. More captives. And it is because, of course, this flanking group is arriving, cutting a lot of the enemy off. And once they see that we've got armor behind them and ahead of them, they do typically surrender. I'm also seeing some additional enemy scout cars over there. I don't think it's anything to be worried about, though. Oh, look at that. There's actually a few stragglers back here. Oh, boy. Yeah, just took out one of our gunners. Not exactly in the safest position, to be honest. Make sure that Blech is aiming this way. What an unfortunate name. I'm sure it's probably pronounced Blech. We've got some infantry arriving to deal with the enemy there, the stragglers in the woods. Let's take that unit out, boys. Nice, wunderbar. That officer's not giving up without a fight. Want to make sure we have multiple units trying to take him out. That's a perfect hiding spot, though. Right under the tree canopy there. Makes it a lot harder for our boys to spot him, but they are arriving. I think he'll be toast pretty soon. There we go. Someone got him. You can actually see the blood there. We can't quite see the body yet because of the fog of war. And at this point, I'm going to grab that entire group here, and I am going to order an assault, or an attack, I should say, on the Crossroads area. So let's do that. In the meantime, we will take Borgman here. I'm going to have him assault the right side of the woods here. Well, their right, our left. And I'll also take, well, actually our right, I should say. However, if we look out this way, sort of be on the left side of the tree line. Let's see. Head over here with those tanks. In fact, we'll also take Weidner and Stoltz, the infantry units that arrived here before. They've had to deal with the damn scout cars, everything in between, but no matter. The assault must continue. Hoping they don't have any more guys in the trench here. And I'll actually take one of the guys from Bergman's group and head this way. Look at that spearhead continue. We are not stopping now. We've come way too far for that to happen. And as you can see, the tanks are well on their way to the crossroads here. I don't see really any more enemies on the way. A few stragglers back here, but they're not going to stop this assault. What is interesting is I'm starting to see enemy tanks. So maybe the secondary line, they'll actually have something more serious to hit us with. Looks like a BT-7, if I'm not mistaken. And he's already firing away at our armor. So we need to get to that thing before he causes damage. And look at that. As you can see, a very strong enemy line is still remaining. That is pretty crazy. I would ask you to consider, guys, especially if you watch my videos to this extent, if you watch the entire thing up to here and you enjoy these battles, consider joining the channel. I hate to ask, but it's just $3 a month, and of course, doing these videos takes a lot of time to make them, edit them, put them up, etc. So anything you can do to help out greatly helps. Remember, on a premiere like this, you can also donate the same way you would as with a live video. I really greatly appreciate it. I do try to be in the comments for these premieres, so if I'm not, make sure to warn me once you post your comment down below. Or in the chat, I should say. Let's stop fun here. I just don't want the officer getting wasted. Don't really mind so much with the other tanks. Oh, wait a minute. Already taking some nasty hits over here. Let's stop. Grab this group. I kind of want to hit that trench line, as a matter of fact, before we head to the crossroads, but we could kind of bypass it and still get over to the crossroads area. Let's see if this tank can take him out. What are we dealing with here? Oh, come on, man. Come on. I hope you spot that Soviet tank. Oh, boy. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. There we go. Beautiful kill. If you saw that, post kill down below, because look at that. He's not burning, but he is abandoned. I think that just killed all the crew inside. Went in perfectly, exploded inside the tank. No real need for an explosion. However, I want to focus on that AT. I'm going to stop Mutz right here. Again, don't want any officers to lose their lives. We'll kind of hold just on the outskirts here of the crossroads. I'm sure the rest of the armor can make it through without issue. Send this SDKFC over here, too. So we do have some guys, like Jaeger, focusing on the enemy over there. This guy should not be showing his back. Let's face this way. My goodness, what were you thinking? Not sure if he can get shots off without the loader. Let's hope he can. There we go. Not bad. Needs to fire a little farther, though. Oof. I just love seeing that weapon in action. And yeah, the loader's back. Wait, what happened? What happened to the loader? He came back for a minute, I guess, then passed out due to blood loss again. That is brutal. I love what the Soviets have done over here. If you guys have seen these natural defenses, just tearing down a bunch of trees in a boggy area makes it almost impossible, well, impossible for tanks to move through. They would all get stuck, so just a really nice representation there of the Soviet defenses, not just in Leningrad, but throughout World War II. Also getting very close to that scout car. Love to take him out. We'd also be able to get a perfect view of the Crossroads area. I think they may have just abandoned their vehicle. Unless that's the fog of war, I think they may have just abandoned it. They didn't take any hits or anything. And let's have Borgman. I'm actually going to aim him in this direction. Let's have him focus exclusively on the Soviets over here. Make sure that they can't cut us off or anything like that. Don't be afraid to use your primary gun, son. Okay, nope, we still got a scout car. I'll focus exclusively on that scout car. I want to kill on that vehicle. This way, Valer. Should be able to spot him, but maybe we need to get even closer. No, he should definitely be able to spot him. Follow orders, Valer. They are all looking over there. I guess bigger concern with the trenches over there than with the enemy ahead of them. Again, it is just a scout car, so they're probably not too concerned about it. Somebody's gonna get that bastard. Just gonna have him reverse. Here we go. It was only a matter of time. And again, they didn't even hit it with a primary. That's just machine gun fire raking through the vehicle, and that managed to destroy it. Well, let's stop right here. Lots of contact ahead. Of course, the tanks didn't bother to clean these guys out. The tanks can't see everything, though. That's why we need to have that infantry support coming along with them. This is a perfect position to start firing. And it looks like we took... Nope. No, never mind. That's why he didn't follow our orders. Insufficient command level right now. I thought that was a prisoner indicator. No! Stay put, you fools. And there has been a lot of contact. This has been, without a doubt, one of our major battles in GT. Just a battle that takes a very, very long time. And with all the cuts and editing, it's probably double as long as what you guys are seeing. Again, these battles, especially in the On the Luga Line DLC, represent massive fights for Leningrad. And of course, that is going to just require a whole bunch of recording. Going to keep attacking from the west over here with Drescher's group. Try to wipe out any stragglers, and definitely want to take out that scout car. There we go. Put those Panzer IIs to use. Because otherwise, I don't really find them very useful at all. Well, we are getting closer to the crossroads. In fact, I'm going to order a fast move here for this group. I just want to secure that position now. Full-on blitzkrieg. Let's see if Drescher has destroyed that scout car. Again, with that entrenchment, they actually survived for quite a while. We almost need to be on top of them with infantry to destroy them. Oh, we've got contact at Crossroads for sure. So far, just a trench. Let's hope that's all they have. And some of these guys like Weichner and even Martz over here, we've got to leave them behind to deal with the trench. It could become problematic for the infantry that are arriving, so I'm just going to have some of these guys focus there. And it looks like they've already got the right idea. They're firing away at this area. Oh, what's this? Enemy offers a ceasefire. I am tempted to take it, but I almost feel like we should try to maximize casualties here. For anybody that guessed early on that casualty figure, you might want to rethink it. Just because we have wasted so many enemies here, I just can't wait to see how many. Have this guy just focus forward, and Vale's group is right on top of the enemy here. We've got more enemy tanks, although it looks like a third defensive line. Look at that. That's not a T-34. What kind of tank is that? Let's see if somebody can identify it. I'll get a side view of it as well. There's another one there, too. So the enemy does have armor here. Seems to be their last resort is going to be armor. Well played. Really small. Are those Stuarts? That is possible due to Lend-Lease, right? It might be. We'll remember that, Englanders. Alright, Valde, stop right here. Yeah, kind of stopping in the middle of the road is not a great idea. Let's have him face forward at least. And we'll do the same with this guy, because he could easily get shot through the side by that infantry in the trench. Yep, just as I turned, they fired, so that was pretty good timing. Nice, good shooting. Fire. Just short of the trench. Here we go. We got some enemies abandoning the trench in terror. That's what I like to see, baby. And as you can see, we are right on the edge of the crossroads. Don't want to jump for it yet, though, because, of course, I want to try and knock out those tanks. I feel like we just move willy-nilly into the area here. We're going to get absolutely vaporized, although we are already pretty damn close, to be honest. There we go. Shooting. Devastating. Let's move a little further back and just see how the rest of our units are doing. Again, the infantry are going to take a very long time to make it over here. It's just a bit too far. But I'll take our existing infantry units and start pushing it. And look at that. Soviet stragglers back here. And they're not stragglers. They're actually set up to slow our advance, I believe. Because they've kept our infantry at bay just with continuous fire over here. They're still managing to put up a hell of a fight. Good shots, boys. Good shots indeed. And sure enough, that damn scout car is still alive. And all throughout the battlefield, we've got some of these infantry moving up, including spotters for artillery. Again, I don't want to risk their lives. But this basic infantry, we can keep on pushing forward. And look, man, that scout car got hit again. I guess it's just an unlucky scout car. He was not on his side when we first destroyed him. There we go, baby. And I think as soon as we capture that area, I'll be pretty much happy to sign any ceasefire. Wait a minute, did the point of control move? Shame on me, no it didn't. And we're starting to hit that tank. Getting pretty damn close to hitting it. Of course, he's in that trench. But that's a pretty tall chassis for a tank. I don't think it's going to be too difficult to blow him up. Yeah, they are arriving. Once the infantry get to that crossroads area, it's going to absolutely be ours. And again, we totally bypassed that group. That was another major group right next to our initial trench, or their initial trench line. But we completely bypassed that. And I'm glad we did, because there's no real point in going all the way over there out of the way to hit them just to come over here. I'm not sure our men could have carried out this second attack if that was the case. Don't stop. Come on, boys. I'm going to be aiming forward. Enemies also having some difficulty hitting us. Well, with all the trees, etc. Not exactly the best in terms of coverage here. It's pretty hard to see just about anything. And you know what? We'll put this Panzer II on infantry duty over here. Just have them focus over there and start firing. Just to make sure they're not focused on us over here, hitting our units from the flank. And I'll do the same with Bergman. We've got enough tanks moving on the position. I believe Crossroads is ours. There we go, guys. Yep, we took the key point, sure enough. I also would like to take out that enemy tank, though. That would be a wonderful end to this battle. And actually, we've got our commander, Moritz himself, moving up there. He's a brave man, but this could get him killed. Good hit. No, that was just the flash from the enemy's gun, never mind. Although, you could see right there, he has taken a near-fatal hit. Managed to survive it. There we go. I should have stuck around. That one's got to kill him. Still alive? This is amazing. He's still fighting back for sure. Of course, now with that crossroads position captured, we could just go ahead and accept the ceasefire. We've taken all of the positions we needed to. We've accomplished our daily objectives here, which was to take the crossroads on the way to Leningrad, of course. So I think I am going to go ahead and accept the ceasefire fairly soon here. Would love to also take out that tank, though, so I might stick around just until we waste that armor and see if the enemy don't have second thoughts about possibly retreating here. Yep, they are evacuating that position. Makes him a much easier target for our tanks. Hit him, boys, hit him. Want to see that red star on fire. Got everybody chasing him at this point. Definitely a priority target. There we go, another hit. Let's hope that's the kill right there. It's not supposed to be a very strong tank, and he's completely tracked. So at a minimum, he is not moving anywhere, but I want to actually earn the kill and shut him down for good. There we go, right through the back. That should be a kill. What a tough little tank, my goodness. This guy should absolutely be dead by now, but he's barely holding on. I haven't even abandoned the vehicle yet. Mats has survived the battle. I'm almost tempted to end it here. I'm going to call it here because I want to make sure that tank commander gets to earn that Iron Cross, or whatever medal a tank commander would earn in such a successful battle. But I'm amazed that enemy tank might survive. He's taking a bunch of hits, but he is staying alive, just barely. Ooh, 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 staying alive. Oh, maybe not so... Nope, maybe not, maybe not. Come on, man. Well, you can make your guess now for casualties. I'm going to guess it's in the 150s for the enemy. Maybe even more. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And there we go, guys. Battle results. So it's going to be... 97, wow, 37, or 103 enemies killed, 37 of our own men killed. So you can see our men absolutely had a massive fight here. 44 heavily wounded on our side, 69 on their side, and 123 taken prisoner. When you look at the vehicle count there, vehicle and AT guns, of course, it's 11 on our side, 12 on the enemy side. So still, both of us taking pretty massive hits. A pretty typical battle in this sort of situation on the outskirts of Leningrad. And again, if you enjoyed what you saw, make sure to always like, comment, and subscribe. And commenting doesn't just mean using the chat here, although I love to see your chat messages. Make sure to actually comment down below. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, guys. I can't thank you enough. I love to fight these battles, so if you want to see the next part in the Leningrad campaign, I should say, let me know. Thank you so much. Take care.